Welcome to the HaBayt, the Holy Temple Mount. And people are singing. As soon as they get on the HaBayt, people are now singing. What a beautiful thing to do. You know, this week's Parsha is so amazing. Shaftim. Hashem says something that's very unique. He goes, justice, justice you shall pursue, so that you will inherit and take possession of the land that God is giving you. That's a very profound thing, because God equates inheriting the land with being a just person. And he actually says justice, justice, tzedek, tzedek. In other words, there's a connection of not only being just, but how you pursue justice is very important to God. And so we know now there's a connection between living in this land and being a just person. It's taught that God made Solomon king because he was a minister of justice. And that David, it's also noted that he had administered justice to his people. Let's think about what justice is on different levels. God says, make sure you administer justice to the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow. In other words, showing kindness to those who are going to be in a disadvantaged situation, like converts. You know, God does say 14 times to love the stranger, the convert who's among you. They should obviously be on our radar screen at all times, and caring for the widow, the fatherless, and all disadvantaged people. And because when God gives you wealth or ability to help, it's administering justice when you help these people who are in need. It's a matter of justice. Hesed, that means, is connected to justice. And that's very beautiful, because all these are matters and are connected to our land. And God's throne is a throne of justice. It's written, right? It's written. And since God is a just God, he wants his children to be just people before the whole world. And this is something to strive for. If you want to show justice to a poor person, it's the means. When God says justice, justice, it's the means. That means you can't rob from a rich person to give to a poor person, because you have compassion in your heart for a poor person. Any wealth you give them has to be acquired also in a just way. And because God is a God of justice, his throne. God said, this is the place of my throne, where I dwell among the children of Israel forever. A throne is a throne of justice. It's a throne of righteousness. And but it's also a throne of compassion, because really justice and righteousness are administered because of compassion to those who are in a disadvantaged situation and depend on the justice for their own survival often. So Hashem says, he says, justice, justice you shall pursue, so that you will inherit and live and possess the land that God is giving you. God, we're so fortunate. We have a God who is filled with justice, who's filled with love and kindness. And he just wants his children, because he's creating a holy and righteous nation. And if you're listening to this, most likely you're part of it, wherever you may be. And our connection to the land is connected to how we administer justice in our lives every day, even with the people around us. So may God bless you and give you strength to do this and achieve all the goodness that Hashem has for you. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful, beautiful day.